You don't have kids. You don't have kids. Nope. No, I do not. And let me give you a little insight into why. Why I don't have kids. I've never been particularly maternal. So people show me photos and videos of their little angels, and I always do the polite thing. I ask how old they are, I comment on how cute they are, but I often then get met with the question of, oh, why don't you have any? I think the question, why don't you have any children, is far more odd than the question of why do you have children. I see kids as a huge life-changing responsibility. So your focus is no longer on yourself and your life, it's now on your little bundle of joy. And I'm not 100% convinced that I want that kind of responsibility, you know, for the life of another human. So adding a child to the equation instantly fills me with dread, fear, the unknown. I've thought about the commitment, the time, the personal sacrifice, the financials, the growing it inside me, the giving birth, the rest of my life with that child, and honestly, it's a no from me.
Never say never.
Never say never and all that. I might change my mind later on down the line, but if you ask me right here, right now, I'm gonna say no. Kids aren't for me. I feel like the topic comes up a lot when you're a 33-year-old childless woman. And the why not of it all can sometimes make you question yourself and make you feel like you're doing something wrong. I also get asked, what's the matter? Can't you have children? Which I think is a really insensitive question to ask a woman, because it kind of implies that the reason you don't have kids is because you can't have kids. Well, hold the f***ing phone. Women should be able to make their own choice whether to procreate or not, without having to endure comments from family and friends or society. It is our right and choice as a woman to decide whether we want to have kids or not. I honestly feel like this discussion should only be between myself and my partner and no one else. Doing some research for this topic, I read a lot of really great articles. I also came across one that was utterly ridiculous. Honestly, it was ridiculous. I'm not even going to link it because it's not worth a link. It was from a Christian family rights group blaming Britain's decline in motherhood on contraceptive culture. And too much emphasis on sex education. Too much.
Too much.
Britain was a trailblazer in the feminist movement of the 70s and 80s, meaning women were far more likely to enter the world of work. And with contraceptives being more readily available, it means us ladies can get down and dirty without the fear of pregnancy, putting the choice in our hands. The average age a woman in the UK has her first child is 30. Women are choosing to have children later on in life to pursue their careers and to live and love the way they choose. And honestly, I don't see a single fault with that. I hate the fact that women are made to feel like some kind of anomaly or black sheep. The world's population is not going to suffer for your choice. So you shouldn't feel like you're doing anything wrong by choosing not to have kids.
People say, oh, it's selfish to not have children. How can it be selfish to not bring a life into the world that doesn't exist on any level? It's not as a long sort of cabinet full of potential ghost fetuses going, we want to be born, right?
A recent YouGov poll suggests that 1 in 5 women are childless by the age of 40. So really, it's not that uncommon. Do you hate kids or something? quite the opposite. I love kids. I have nieces and nephews of my own, and I absolutely adore those kids. I would die for those kids. I love playing and exploring and learning with them, but I also get to see firsthand how demanding they are, and how your time, whether you want it to or not, kind of has to go along with the schedule or the pattern of your children's lives. Yeah, I see a few tantrums, but I also see how incredible it is to watch them develop and grow. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with being the cool aunt, and I really don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. It just isn't something that I feel like I want for myself. And if it isn't something that you feel like you want for yourself, then that's totally fine. Look, I understand that if you're in a relationship, this can be a really tough, serious subject. But at the end of the day, if you love each other and you're committed to each other, then whatever choice you make, it'll be the right one. Basically, guys, you do you. Have kids, don't have kids. But seriously think about the impact that children will have on your life. Having kids won't strengthen an already turbulent relationship. Kids aren't always necessarily the answer to what's missing in your life. It's also a decision that you really shouldn't just run into. Really think it over. Because a kid is for life, not just for Christmas. Bye!